2K Sports pregame show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. With me, oh you know him, Shaquille O'Neal. You know this guy too, Kenny the Jet Smith. Tip-off coming up shortly from Oracle Arena as the Golden State Warriors will be going up against the New Orleans Pelicans. And for New Orleans, they'll be up for this game, facing the team that defeated them in the conference semis last season. This is one they've been waiting for. And with all of Curry's talents, one of the great shooters of all time, maybe the greatest, Kenny, where does he stand among all-time great players, period?
Wow, all-time players. Now that's
all-time great players, period.
Well, he's starting to get in a discussion because of the multiple MVP things and the championships. Because the greatest players in the world, not only have they won awards, but they've won multiple championships. So he's moving into that category right now.
To add on to what Kenny is saying, it's about something you can hear and something you can wear.
What's that?
Rings, baby.
Ooh.
Rings.
You can hear them.
2 rings won't get it. 3, maybe. 4, 5, woo, 6,
Okay.
I just can't add anything to that.
Oh.
Greetings, everyone. Hope you're all enjoying this. Happy Halloween. It's a special October 31st matchup in the NBA here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Chris Webber and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. We'll see the New Orleans Pelicans facing the NBA champion Golden State Warriors. And let's go straight over to David Aldridge for a report before the tip-off. Hey, Dave.
Well, guys, we know how dominant the Warriors are, but we also know that turnovers remain their Achilles heel. Now, Steve Kerr says sometimes the game comes too easy for our guys. They think they can do anything. You just have to keep it simple. The simple leads to the spectacular. And as the simple reporter, I send it back to the spectacular Kevin Harlan.
D.A., thank you. And by the way, you're in the Hall of Fame. C-Web this evening, all the makings of a up-tempo affair. A lot of speed on the floor. They love to play, both these teams, at a very high pace.
They're trying to get good looks early in the clock, and I'll tell you why. Against a better defensive team, why slow the ball up and wait for them to get set? Against better defensive teams, you must speed up the pace to get an open shot. In the NBA, an open shot from a player that's in his skill set is a great shot. It doesn't matter if it's with 1 second left on the shot clock or with 20 seconds on the shot clock. So why not speed the pace up, see if you can get that early look. If not, bring it back out and then set up the play. But run, get it going, and see if you can get some easy looks early.
So the Pelicans win the tip. Payton with the ball. We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. So for New Orleans right now, Payton and Holiday are together in the backcourt. Down low, it's Randall and Davis. And it's Mirotic in at the 3 spot.
Amazing floor awareness from Cousins, skilled at spotting the open man.
Payton kicks to Davis. And Holiday has it in the corner. And that one falls, coming off of Davis's feed.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
Well, that opening right there, that's just because the defense failed to rotate.
Back to Curry. Thompson outside. Another 3 for Golden State.
The perfect shooting form, something Thompson's known for. I mean, when he's hitting the open shot, he operates at another level.
Here's Payton. Green with the block. And Elfrid Payton with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Golden State's gone 2 of 2 from 3-point range here in the first quarter. Thompson right side. Over Holiday. Stolen by Holiday. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Take a look at the Warriors. They couldn't hold their position this week, but remain in the top 10.
And when you look at where the Pelicans are, they have to like the progression that we've seen. Bit by bit, everything coming together. Consistency going forward will be key.
To the paint, here's Mirotic. Draymond Green pulls it in. Warriors have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Thompson with it, and Holiday picks him up defensively. And the Warriors miss again. For New Orleans, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. New Orleans moving it around. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Well, Greg, Anthony Davis with so much talent, it's easy to take Drew Holiday for granted.
I mean, I think Holiday is the catalyst in terms of this team's ability to create and really put pressure on an offense. It has improved his scoring and become a very efficient option at that guard spot. Has always been selective with his shots, but now is pressing a bit more to get involved, and more aggression from him, I think, has helped his production.
That free throw good from Drew Holiday.
He's only listed at 6'4", but Holiday plays bigger than that. That's the case on D more than anywhere else. He can guard 3 positions, and there's a lot of value in that.
Both free throws good from Drew Holiday. Well, this is the final season the Warriors will have at Oracle Arena. Almost 5 decades in Oakland. And Chris, as we know, they'll move across the water to San Francisco. No doubt a bittersweet moment for the team and its core of fans here.
Yeah, you just hope that the craziness of the crowd and that loyalty travels. You know, I'm hoping the fans here in the East Bay can make that journey. They deserve to be part of the Warriors story as it continues to be written. I mean, if you've seen what they're doing, you know, in the new Chase Center, right on the water, it's going to be special.
Here's Randall. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. And this game is tied up now.
The big body of Randall using those broad shoulders to protect the ball in traffic.
Back to Curry. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And had the right idea there in calling for the screen, but he was just slow to get to the spot and didn't get set.
Yeah, as a big fella, that's the thing, Greg. You've got to be quick in setting those screens. If you get a little lazy, you get called for it.
Now here is Holiday, and he really played well against Denver. So they take the lead.
Look at that fast release of Mirotic. Just remarkable as a big fella. As soon as the ball arrives, he's prepared to let it go.
Curry with it. Now Payton defending. Durant for 3. That one misses. And New Orleans will come the other way. They're getting their first look of the season at the Warriors in this one.
Yeah, plenty of familiarity in this matchup. Last season, they were knocked out of the playoffs by this club. And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now here's Durant. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Can they get it? He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. You know, Chris, I don't know if we can call it unexpected, but a couple highly regarded rookies have struggled so far to begin the year right out of the gate.
You have to learn your way in here. Just because you were great on one level does not guarantee you success at this level. And that's why you have to come in with a great work ethic and an open ear and a heart that's really trying to understand the concepts of the game. It's a huge adjustment going from college to the pros. You think about it, you're playing against guys that are stronger, guys that have more of a mental advantage because they've been through the situation that you're going through the first time over and over and over. The game is much faster, players are much better, and the thing I think is usually the biggest kind of separator of levels is that your athletic ability no longer means anything. Very rarely do you come from college being the best athlete and now the best athlete in the NBA. So many different levels, and you just hope that guys don't get caught in the struggle, but understand that the struggle for any player is part of the game, part of the transition from college to the pro.
And here's Randall after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. Randall finds Mirotic. Back to Randall. It's stolen by Green. Cousins, the pass to Durant. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. And it's a tie ball game.
The ability Durant has to score inside, it puts him over the top when you're talking about the NBA's best offensive players.
Now here's Payton. 8 points his last outing. The shot by Thompson, and no one's around. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Holiday with the 3. The Warriors pull it in. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
And typically on the road, it's harder to get into a great rhythm offensively, but they did just that.
They were extremely accurate throughout the evening. I thought the play calling really fit the lineups they were rolling out.
And Kevin Durant, the ultimate get-out-of-jail card for your offense. With his height and shooting touch, get him the ball with the clock running down, and he can make something out of nothing.
Move shot.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. You know, Greg, Kevin Durant could fit in any offense, but in your eyes, how good of a fit has he been in this Warriors attack?
Really like the missing puzzle piece. You know, I mean, his shot comes so much easier with the spacing he's afforded. At the same time, he's the fail-safe. When things break down, he can get his shot off against anyone.
His free throw ability makes him tough to defend in the post. Teams can't get too physical with him.
Moore dishes to Davis. On the money from 12 feet away.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Curry against Holiday. Curry kicks to Green. Right at the free throw line. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Such a massive guy. Cousins is a wrecking ball on the glass.
Now here is Holiday. To the paint. Here's Moore. Again, the Pelicans score.
Now, those passes into the paint have to be precise, just like that one.
Golden State's gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. Curry finds Durant. There's Cousins. Over Davis. And Cousins gets it to go. Cousins has got his second basket of the game.
Oh, that's a good decision. Rise and fire. Cousins is a lethal mid-range shooter.
Moore against Thompson. Pass to Holiday. Randall outside. Here's Mirotic. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for Golden State. Cousins, the pass to Thompson. Had a hand on it.
Not really blessed with the length to be a big-time rim protector, but Randall gets most of his blocks by playing with energy.
The Warriors leading. And it's E'Twaun Moore with the foul. That's his first foul. Bell is checked in for the Warriors. Iguodala comes in for Kevin Durant. The Pelicans also changing it up. Okafor comes in for Randall, and it's Darius Miller in for Mirotic. And Bell kicks to Curry, and it's E'Twaun Moore with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's already a second foul. He may have to spend some time on the bench to stay out of early foul trouble.
Sean Livingston, he's checked in for the Warriors. And New Orleans also making a change. Hill's checked in. Here's Thompson. Back to Livingston. The pass to Cousins. Stolen by Holiday. Kicks it to Okafor. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. Warriors have gone 7 of 15 from the field to this point. Here's Livingston. Passes it to Cousins. And they double up Cousins. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Good on the bucket. Bell's got his first points of the night.
Not going to keep Bell down. He takes pride in muscling his way through any obstacle the defense presents.
Inside, Hill. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got his third assist on the night. And here's Livingston. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Thompson outside. Out to the wing. Pass to Bell. Over Davis. That one wide left.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
And here's Miller outside. It's good. And he makes his first shot of the game.
Oh, wow. Such a smooth shooter from distance. They'll be tighter up on him next time, I bet.
Livingston passes to Bell. On the wing, Thompson. Cousins inside, working on Okafor, and Cousins gets it to go.
Yeah, Coach Steve Kerr may seem to have a laid-back demeanor, but knowing him personally, I tell you what, he's fiery. He's intense, and he wants to win. When tempers flare, don't be surprised to see him smashing clipboards and letting loose on the sideline.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. And playing for the Bulls, Kerr famously got into a fight with a teammate, Michael Jordan.
Yeah, he has that competitive spirit, that edge you need to succeed in this game. Great people skills, sure. He's not a pushover.
Urebko's checked in for Thompson. Sheck Diallo, he's checked in for New Orleans. Miller outside. The call will go against Urebko. That's his first foul. Here's Okafor. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And the call will be against Sean Livingston. That's his first foul. New Orleans moving it around. Hill kicks to Diallo. 6 on the shot clock. Lets it go from deep. And it's rebounded by DeMarcus Cousins. Golden State's gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. Iguodala outside. Now Livingston. Shoots the 3. That one, no good. And New Orleans will go the other way with it. The drive by Hill. He feeds it to Miller. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that Cameo song, Back and Forth.
And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And you look at Andre Iguodala, the first ever player to win a Finals MVP without starting a single game in the regular season.
That tells you something about his unselfishness and, at the same time, his under-the-radar impact on winning. His willingness to accept that 6-man role right from the beginning, I really feel helped set the tone in that Warriors locker room.
The free throw drops for Iguodala.
Oh, he turns it up. And though Iguodala has become a long-range shooting threat, he still managed to struggle from the line.
The Warriors making a switch here. Cook's checked in. And he makes both free throws. Well, Andre Iguodala, an all-star in Philadelphia. And he has helped set the tone for the Warriors locker room ever since, Chris, he accepted a reserve role back in 2014.
Man, can you believe he's never won 6th Man of the Year? But you can make the case he should win it every year with how much he means to this Warriors team.
And they'll keep possession. They got him on the arm, but it still can. The Pelicans have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. That free throw good from Diallo. Here is Cook. He kicks it to Iguodala. Yaremko dishes to Iguodala. That one doesn't go. Good D by Miller. And so he'll bring it up for New Orleans. Pass to Diallo. Holiday surveying the floor. The pass to Okafor. Iguodala with the steal and stolen by Miller. Back to Okafor. It's hauled in by Andre Iguodala. The Warriors trailing. Here's the teardrop. Pass to Yaremko. Second chance shot. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans.
Whoa, the D caught a break on that play. I'm sure that is not the plan, leaving him so wide open.
And he gets it to go.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Golden State's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range in the first quarter. It's stolen by Hill. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Shots good by Miller.
He's not easing his way into this game. He's coming out hot. 4 for 5 right out the gate.
Here is Cook. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Kicks to Bell. Iguodala left side. Holiday with the three, and the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's New Orleans with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They've set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to be very tough to stop. We come back right after this. The arrival certainly of Kevin Durant fortified an already great Warriors team. Teammate Steph Curry spoke about what KD brings to the table.
Gives us a different dynamic that we can count on. He's obviously an all-world talent that does things on the court that not many people can do. You know, he's hungry, just like the rest of us, to get to that stage again and get back on top.
You know, Greg, KD and Steph are a lethal combination for sure, nearly impossible to guard.
I mean, both former MVPs, and with the talent surrounding them, a chance to make history.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And looking at what we've seen from the Pelicans, what do you guys think?
Getting high percentage looks, wearing down that defense on the inside.
Right, and as the defense collapses, that opens up inside-out opportunities.
What's up?
Productive first quarter.
Iguodala out there with Yaremko. Then there's Bell. Then there's Livingston. And it's Cook in at the 1 spot. That's the group for the Golden State Warriors to start the second quarter. Jordan Bell, the Pac-12 Defensive Player of the Year, helped lead Oregon to the Final Four. And C-Webb, he said he patterned his game after Draymond Green.
Well, it's a lot of similarities to their game. I mean, I'll give you a different name. Ben Wallace, Detroit's 4-time Defensive Player of the Year, and another great role model for Bell as he looks to reach his potential.
Down low, here's Livingston. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Still with enough explosiveness and with great length to finish, Sean Livingston.
New Orleans in the lead. Payton with the ball. Pass to Holiday. Shoots over Livingston. The shot by Holiday, no good.
Pretty high percentage look with the D playing off him. Just couldn't knock it down.
Livingston passes to Yaremko. Here is Cook, covered by Payton. 6 to shoot. Livingston looking for the opening. Over Holiday. Livingston, no luck.
He's going to have a tough time hitting that if he can't create a little more space for himself.
Payton kicks to Holiday. Back to Payton. Over Cook. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
That's not a possession they'll want to repeat. Despite the points, they got to get a better shot than that.
Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen. And here's the upcoming schedule for New Orleans. On Thursday, they'll go up against C.J. McCollum and the Portland Trail Blazers. And then on Saturday, they'll be playing against LaMarcus Aldridge and the San Antonio Spurs.
And Kevin, I think you have to look at this as an opportunity to take a step forward. Sometimes tough road trips can bring the best out of a team and bring you closer together.
Here's Diallo over Urebko. No good off the front iron.
Hey, look, that's what they want. The ball is in his hands in the post. Just didn't have the touch that time.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Draymond Green is a former Defensive Player of the Year, and he remembers his motivation. They said I fell in the draft because what position would I guard? I'll never forget that. I'm comfortable guarding any position. When I'm playing against big guys, I battle even harder. You have to prove a point. I won't be a pushover. Kevin?
Yeah, he never backs down. Thanks, David. That free throw good from Miller. Everyone seems to suffer small injuries, C-Webb, over the course of a season. Who does the best, you think, at battling through those minor bumps and bruises and injuries and still continues to play well?
You know what, Kevin? I can't answer that question because whoever does it does not let us know also that they're hurt.
They hide it. Yeah, good point. You're right.
Because the main guys that get through it,
yeah,
they're not going to tell you.
Good point. Both free throws good for Miller.
Well, he's not making any mistakes up there today. Another solid trip to the line for him.
Moore with the steal. Randall down low, defended by Bell. Bell with the block. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession. Payton against Curry. Miller right side. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And it goes on Draymond Green.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
The Pelicans shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
Yeah, and fairly decent a season ago, about 77% from the line.
That free throw good from Miller.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
So he gets them both. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Right wing to the middle.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Havoc. Here's Randall, and the layup's good off the glass. Randall's got the lead up to 7 now for New Orleans.
The brutal strength of Randall, allowing him to finish right there through clear contact.
Cook, the pass to Green. Back to Cook. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Cook's got his first 2 points. Pelicans leading by 5. Payton left side. Now the Warriors moving it up. The shot by Curry, no good. Green against Miller to the inside. Rebounded by Bell. Bell's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Curry with the three. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
No three-pointers for him in the second quarter yet, but he did have one in the first.
Miller. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Green. Poked away. It's taken away by Payton. It's up a three. That's good from Mirotic on the assist by Payton. 6 points for Nikola Mirotic. Curry finds Durant. Shoots over Mirotic and stolen by Mirotic. Knocks it loose. Durant feeling it out a bit. Shoots over Mirotic and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
When you have a four-man with this kind of vision and the unselfishness to go with it, unreal advantage. Draymond Green getting it done.
Now here's Payton. Randall outside. A three ball. It's rebounded by Golden State. Bell's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
But this is what makes Green so valuable. He's a big man with an outside shot. He helps stretch the floor.
Moore against Durant, and Durant sends it back. Payton's shot is off.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
They retain possession.
It's been a really tough quarter for him. I mean, he cannot get his shots to drop.
Durant, the pass to Cook, and stolen by Payton. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. This is the list of last season's top shooters from the charity stripe. These guys were practically automatic. Number 1, Steph Curry.
And no doubt he finished the season right where he should have on that list. He was far and away the best free throw shooter in the league.
And that one misses. When it comes to video review, C-Web, do you feel the NBA has done a good job of incorporating it into the flow of the game, or is there, in your opinion, still some work to be done in this regard?
There's a little work to be done. I mean, nothing's ever perfect, but I think they've done a great job. I mean, you want to get it right, and so there's going to be a little bit of an inconvenience sometimes in going back to it. But the main thing for me is to make sure that it is as fast as possible, that you're not giving the team extra time to get together and to huddle up and to call plays. You're not taking the rhythm away from a team that just went on a 10-0 run, and now they have to sit on the side for 2 minutes in real time and see if this call is correct. So the speed that is done with the video review is the only thing I think that needs to be worked on, and that's going to be situation to situation. So I think the NBA is doing a really good job.
Good points. Now here's Curry. He's coming off a 19-point game against Chicago.
And his scoring is going to get most of the attention, but his rebounding also stood out. He did a lot of glass cleaning in that game.
Moore. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And Ejuan Moore has always been a solid shooter in the NBA, Greg, and he's continued to grow in that department.
I mean, just look at the career numbers from deep in terms of efficiency. And the last few years, he started to take on more and more volume in terms of the three-point shot. Hasn't changed his percentages, though, at all. And I would give him the green light as much as he wants from beyond.
The first free throw is good. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe.
And guys, Cousins blindsided fans and players alike by going to Golden State this past offseason. Cousins knew he'd have to take a prove-it-type deal when he entered free agency after that Achilles tear. The deal with the Warriors was put together and finalized fast, and kudos to the Warriors front office for striking when the iron was hot.
It was a tough first quarter for him, but it's been a different story here in the second.
New Orleans has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Randall kicks to Payton. Back to Randall. Outside Mirotic. 5 on the clock. Over Durant. Mirotic's shot is off, and the call will be against Julius Randle. That is his first foul of the game. New Orleans making a switch here. Hill's checked in. The Warriors have gone 8 of 13 in the second quarter, well above the 50% mark from the field. Curry finds Green. It's Durant on the wing. There's the 3. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Randall's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. For New Orleans, they have knocked down 8 of 9 free throw attempts. I'd say those numbers read pretty well. And he can't get the first one. And he's good on the second. Here's Curry. He has 5. Outside Green. He kicks to Thompson. Golden State moving it around. Here's Cousins. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got 4 rebounds in this game. Down low. Here's Randall. Great tee that time from Green.
And out of rhythm offensively, but he continues to work at it.
I mean, the truth is, if you play long enough, sometimes you're going to have a bad quarter, even a bad game. I doubt that this shakes his confidence.
Here's Moore. Following the basket by Draymond Green. Davis, the pass to Moore. Good D by Thompson.
A hand right in his face on the layup. Excellent defense that time in the paint.
Got that one up quick. Now it's a 5-point Warrior lead.
Oh, he keeps getting more consistent on the catch and shoot. That one very much in rhythm.
And Moore kicks to Payton. To the wing on the left. Inside. Durant with the steal. Here's Curry. The shot drops. His shooting percentage improves. He's 3 for 7 now with that basket.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Payton finds Randall. Back to Payton. At the elbow, Randall. Clock at 4. Here's Davis. Accurate with the jumper from the elbow. Davis has got 6 points.
As dangerous as he is inside, Davis gives opponents nightmares when he's able to get to the mid-range. He's very reliable when he steps back and takes the jump shot.
Curry gets the bucket.
If you thought the D was going to tighten up on him here in the second quarter, think again.
Pelicans trail by 7. Now here's Payton. And Davis now top of the key. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. Payton's got 4 assists now tonight.
If there's a list of the best inside scorers in the NBA, Davis has got to be right at the top. When he gets his hands on the ball down low, you might as well just count it.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. And Alfred Payton, over his 4 seasons, developing one of the most distinctive hairstyles in the league.
You know, and I remember seeing some footage where his hair seemed to block his vision on a shot attempt. For a player who had struggled shooting the ball, many question whether a trim might be in order. We'll see.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Yarebko's checked in for Draymond Green. And it's Iguodala in for Durant. And then for New Orleans, Okafor comes in for Randall. And it's Holiday in for Alfred Payton. Now here is Hill. Pass to Okafor. Here's Davis. Dishes it to Hill. And there's the pass to Okafor. Over Urebko. And it's off the back rim. No good.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Warriors leading by 7. 1:46 left in the first half. Curry with it. And Holiday picks him up defensively. Urebko, the pass to Iguodala. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Racing right toward the bucket. Draws contact. Iguodala is still strong enough to send it home.
And Moore kicks to Okafor. Out to the right wing. Holiday, the pass to Davis. Curry with the steal. Cousins dishes to Curry. Passes to Urebko. At the elbow, it's Cousins. Clock at 6. Takes a 3. And Iguodala with the basket, the assist by Cousins. And now a 12-point Warrior lead.
Oh, you had to close out hard on Iguodala. He's made himself a true threat from beyond the arc.
And there's the call on Curry. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. And that one falls for Anthony Davis. And we've all heard the rumors that have been floating around the last few seasons. A lot of speculation if Davis could get traded or Greg leave in free agency.
I mean, Davis moving would be one of the rare situations where it literally could shake up the entire league. You hear a lot of different teams express their interest in him, but credit to Davis. He really has remained committed to New Orleans and has said everything you'd want to hear from a fan's perspective.
Now here is Hill. And Davis, here we go, and finished off by Davis.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. And it's Livingston with the ball for Golden State. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. And after this one, they're home against Minnesota. That'll be the second game of a 5-game homestand. Thompson against Moore. Thompson, left side. Can't hit from 12. Here's Holiday. Can't drop the tough three-pointer. It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Golden State Warriors. What a quarter that saw them generate a great comeback effort and are now out in front with momentum behind them. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Draymond. Of course, not unusual to see you going up against bigger players. So how do you take advantage of that offensively?
I mean, you just got to take advantage of mismatches. You know, most of the time there's a big guy on me. If not, there's usually somebody trying to switch off. And I just got to know when to pop and just take advantage of the mismatches.
You've done just that in the first half. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings, friends and neighbors. One half down, another half to go. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. So it's Golden State who's out on top at the half. They have a 9-point lead. Shaq, what are your thoughts on Golden State?
Well, they really dictated the pace of the game with their transition game. They got out on the break every chance they had, and the time they could push the tempo, they did. And a lot of times it kept the defense scrambling like eggs with the cheese and apple juice.
Kenny, let's get your opinion on New Orleans.
Their inaccuracy from behind the arc was brutal. Shot selection, I didn't see any. The perimeter offense they're running, you could scrap that. They need to get back to the basics. Pound it inside, more pick and roll. Try to pick up some easy buckets in transition.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half, about to get underway.
Welcome back to the Bay Area, everyone, as we take a peek at Coit Tower with the skyline of gorgeous San Francisco just behind. And welcome back to the second half of our Halloween broadcast. Warriors leading by 9, setting the floor now for the Pelicans. Down low, it's Randall and Davis. Payton and Holiday are together in the backcourt. And it's Mirotic in at the small forward. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. DeMarcus Cousins, really the big final name in free agency last summer to land with the team. And Greg, did he shock the NBA world with his selection?
To take a one-year deal with the Warriors, nobody saw this coming. It makes sense for Boogie. Time to rehab and then join a contender for the back half of the season. You would think he'll get a much bigger and longer contract offer after this year.
Oh, what makes Cousins successful? You have to be willing to challenge people night in and night out at both ends on the floor.
Thompson against Holiday. Here's Randall. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Well, look, Julius Randle making an effort to up his physical condition. Look, you love his motor, and he wants to be able to handle dealing with larger assignments, as he can often give up height on most plays against most players. He's one of the more consistent presence on the floor.
Two shots.
And the first one drops. And see Webb with Randall's production. He's shown to be versatile in where he can line up as well.
Yeah, Kevin, I mean, he came into this league as a small forward, but he has seen some time as a small ball 5. I mean, that's crazy. The focus on conditioning, that's helped him in that regard. He's turned his defense from a weakness into a strength as he continues to improve his game.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Well, he was drafted 7th in 2014. Randall actually dropped because of injury concerns, but you see he has all the talent in the world.
Now here's Durant. Shoots over Mirotic. Outside for Durant. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Durant's got 9.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Right side Davis to the inside. It's stolen by Green. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. Took the opportunity when he saw it. He's got 10.
Thompson uses quick recognition and a natural feel for the game to beat people up in transition.
Payton surveying the floor. And Mirotic has it in the corner. Back to Payton. Shot clock at 5. Randall no good.
Boy, he has been cold for a while now.
And it's sad because the team relies on him to be a threat offensively. When he's rolling, that makes them a much more dynamic offense.
And beginning to pull away. Really effective play calling halfway through this one.
Well, they figured out what's working, and that's what they're going to keep hammering on.
Now here is Mirotic. 6 points for him. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall. The wide open look for Durant. That one a little long.
Man, right play, wrong result on that one. Generally, you knock those down.
Well, I like the decision making, though. I mean, that's a shot you want to keep taking.
Here is Davis. He's got 11. And the basket by Payton.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And so Curry will bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. Cousins, no good. Pelicans trail by 14. Randall finds Payton. That shot off. Curry with some nice D.
They haven't gotten their legs back. Just 1 for 4 to start the second half.
Cousins, no one around him. Off the left rim and out.
The D pretty much taking that possession off, but the shot's off target with nobody near him.
Holiday against Thompson. Holiday, the pass to Randall. The shot's good. Randall's got his third bucket of the night.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
And there's Green on the assist by Curry. 12 points for Draymond Green.
The tune that Draymond's singing, I mean, music to a coach's ear, aggressive.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
Well, Steph Curry, widely regarded as the best shooter in the history of the game. He's been so successful playing point guard in the NBA at times, I think we forget that he transitioned from playing shooting guard in his younger days. A moment here to see some numbers for Peyton. Good season for him last year. He was around 12 points a game, 6 assists and 4 rebounds. And you know, he'd love a bigger role, but he's trying to prove himself in the minutes he's getting right now.
Yeah, you're right, but he's putting in the work, and the results have been okay. He just needs to keep believing in himself.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly. And with everything that Anthony Davis does on offense, it's just mind-boggling. His scoring inside and out, the percentages, he does it all. He is undoubtedly one of the best big men in the league, and many would argue he is the best in the NBA.
And that one falls for Anthony Davis. And with Anthony Davis, the stat lines, Greg, he can post on any given night are just absurd.
Really, Davis still strong defensively, but he really impacts every facet of the game. One of the rare players who can carry a team on both ends of the floor. There just aren't many great players that can lead a team to a championship, but I think Davis is of that mold. And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
It's Curry outside. Cousins, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Warriors lead by 14.
When it comes to rebounding, Cousins is one of the best. You have to know where he is at all times, even on the offensive glass.
Peyton outside. Randall kicks to Peyton. Back to Randall. Shoots from 12. Here's Davis. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
Just so resourceful as a player. Davis gets the job done inside in all sorts of ways, and that's one of them right there, crashing the offensive glass, getting that second chance bucket.
Now here's Green. 12 points for him. Thompson in the corner. Shot clock at 6. With the fadeaway. And Davis pulls it down. Pelicans trail by 12. Here's Randall, and Randall throws it down.
Anytime Randall gets near the rim, you better look out. It's about to be a brutal finish.
The Warriors have gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime, 5 out of 11. Green deciding where to go with it. Back to Curry. Over in the corner, Green. They get it back. Here's Cousins. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
Well, that lead's only going to keep growing if he keeps shooting like he has so far.
Peyton outside. Davis finds Randall. It's stolen by Green. And Durant, here we go.
And so many people question KD's decision to join the Warriors. I mean, you know, but he's not resting on his laurels. If anything, he's shown, you know, he has even more hunger to continue that success.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. The free throw drops for Durant.
I mean, think about Durant. He's such a unique player. He uses his length. That's my man, Stretch Armstrong. He's basically a 7-foot guard.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Bell comes in for DeMarcus Cousins. And Quinn Cook subbed in for Thompson. Diallo, he's checked in for New Orleans. Darius Miller comes in for Mirotic. Durant hits them both. And so Payton will bring it up for New Orleans. Outside, Davis. Banked in off the glass. Davis has got 17 now. And, Chris, you talk about KD wanting to play with more passion, more emotion. Last season, he had 5 ejections. He only had 1 through his first 10 seasons in the league.
He said winning the title made him single-minded. I mean, everything else, the lifestyle, the chatter diminished. I mean, KD, with that focus comes intensity.
And so it's New Orleans with it, following the score by Golden State. Here's Diallo, started by Green. Payton passes to Diallo. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Warriors leading by 14. Curry wide open. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Durant's got 3 assists now in this one. Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. And you think about how the Warriors attracted Kevin Durant to the team and all these all-stars coexisting. It doesn't always work like that, does it?
No, and I give a lot of credit to Steph Curry, a 2-time league MVP, but he never lets his ego get the best of him. His good-natured calm and sense of serenity kind of set the tone and maybe balance a bit of what Draymond brings to the locker room.
Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Cook. And New Orleans also making a change. Ejuan Moore, he's checked in for Elfrid Payton. Ball's knocked loose. Miller finds Davis. The Warriors pull it in.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
And New Orleans pushing it up now. Miller with a wide open look. Drops in the tray. He's got 16.
Well, the first thought from the D there was to protect the rim, so good idea to take the 3 in transition.
Curry on the wing, guarded by Holiday. And Green gets it to go.
And you can see the play calling this half. Another one from distance.
Well, that's because they made a concerted effort to get the shooters involved. Now they've built up the confidence.
Now here is Holiday. And a miss there on the triple. Holiday against Curry. It's hauled in by Diallo. Diallo's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Davis. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And it goes on Draymond Green.
Foul. 2. Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. And the Warriors with some changes. Jerebko comes in for Draymond Green. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. He's perfect from the line this time. Warriors leading by 15. Livingston kicks to Durant. Livingston with it. And Holiday picks him up defensively. To the middle. No good from Durant. For New Orleans, they've gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the 3rd. Moore against Iguodala. Durant with the steal. No one near Iguodala as he lets it go. Bell dishes to Livingston. And that one, good. Livingston's got his 2nd bucket tonight.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Holiday.
To the inside, Davis. He can't get that one to fall. Good D by Bell. Golden State's gotten 12 of their points from long range in the 3rd quarter, going 4 of 5 shooting. And Miller with the block. And he gets it back. Durant for 3, but they recover it.
Now, that's made a huge difference in this game, if you ask me. Their offensive rebounding has been sensational.
Shot clock at 6. Livingston with it. He's against Miller. Livingston, no luck.
Now, look, if he can start turning some of these misses into makes, their lead is going to take a big jump.
Stolen by Durant. And now, in transition, here we go. Iguodala.
Oh, and making that extra pass, Iguodala committed to running the offense there.
Pelicans trailed by 19. Miller kicks to Moore. Here's Diallo. And here is Davis. From deep, Moore. Can't hit that one. And the foul's on Sheck Diallo. That is his first foul of the game. Okafor is checked in for New Orleans. Solomon Hill comes in for Miller. Livingston passes to Iguodala. Hill dishes to Holiday. Good. The assist goes to Hill. And that's now 7 points for Drew Holiday.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
Iguodala outside. Kicks to Durant. Not going to go that time. And it's the Pelicans taking it the other way. This game is finished. They'll be off to Portland taking on the Trailblazers. That puts them squarely in the middle of this 5-game road trip. The Warriors making a switch here. Cousins is checked in. Okafor, the pass to Diallo. Back to Okafor from 12 feet out. Bell with the block. And it's the Warriors on the break. Cousins with the ball.
Oh, really? Cousins is so big and strong that you really have to whack him to prevent him from scoring. He welcomes contact with open arms and one.
Now here's Moore. Pass to Diallo. Cousins against Okafor. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession.
All right, a moment to check out stats for Durant. He's coming off an excellent season. 5th in blocks, 6th in scoring, and he was top 10 in free throw percentage. Did not waste opportunities to convert at the line.
And he was a shot blocking machine last season for sure. As you said, top 5 in the league. He gave ground to absolutely no one. Here is Livingston. 1:27 left to play here in the third. Pass to Iguodala. It's a hand on it. Cousins on the follow. Cousins has got 9 points now in just the second half.
And guys, the offensive rebounding really has stood out here this half. All those second chance points are helping them maintain that lead.
Bell with the block.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Look, he runs, jumps like a gazelle. Iguodala, a special person and athlete.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths. Shooting in the low 60s last season.
Julius Randle's checked in for Sheck Diallo. And he can't hit the second. And here's Hill, who will bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Let's use this break for a quick look at the squads that really made it happen on the fast break last season. The Warriors, number 1. In third, the Pelicans.
It's all about the fast break with these two groups. I mean, they were terrific a season ago, playing at a breakneck pace.
No good on that one. And the second free throw, good. 50 seconds left in the third quarter. Now Livingston. He kicks to Iguodala. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. It's stolen by Hill. Out of bounds. Golden State takes possession. Thompson, he's checked in for the Warriors. Warriors leading by 20. No good that time. Hill with some nice D. And the whistle blow. It's going to be on Andre Iguodala. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. The first free throw is good. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2.
That's what they want to see from him, attacking, getting whistles, and maybe causing some foul trouble.
The Warriors have shot 10 of 13 from the free throw line. And good on the second, so he makes them both. 26 seconds left to play in the third. Now here is Holiday. He's covered by Livingston. Randall finds Holiday. Back to Randall. Shot clock at 5. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got assist number 5 here tonight. Up in time. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him.
He's solid on defense right there. It's just solid. Randall showing more versatility on that end of the floor.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Warriors lead by 19. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
This is how you quarterback an offense. He sees and anticipates what the defense is doing.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Durant plays as the 4 with Cousins in the middle. Thompson and Iguodala make up the perimeter. And it's Livingston in at the guard position. So that's the group out there for Golden State.
Shooting 2.
That free throw good from Drew Holiday. Mirotic is checked in for New Orleans. And so he makes both from the line. Warriors leading by 17. Livingston kicks to Thompson. Back to Livingston. From 11 feet away, it's rebounded by New Orleans. Mirotic has got his 4th rebound in this one.
This has not been his best effort. He's lucky his teammates have been there to bail him out.
Now here's Moore. Back to Holiday. Puts it up. Good on the jump shot. Holiday's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And you can see there the defender gets caught up on the pick.
Team ball. Great execution on offense. Everyone working together. You wish you could have that on every play.
Iguodala, the pass to Cousins. Over Okafor, and that one's good. Cousins. Cousins has got 11 points here in just the second half.
This team is bringing the effort, and Cousins has been the difference maker. I mean, when they've given him the rock, he's used his ability to dominate. He'll be beating himself up if they can't come back because he is not carrying his weight at the offensive end.
To the middle. Livingston finds Thompson. Over Moore. And Thompson gets it to go. And the Warriors lead by 19.
Always got to be up on Thompson. I mean, he came into the league with a crazy weather.
Holiday against Iguodala. Now the pass to Mirotic. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And last season, a bit of a breakout one for Mirotic. Saw a huge jump in his production and shot a career best from the floor. Across the board, he was a completely changed player despite what was a turbulent season.
Now, Mirotic, he has a skill set perfectly tailored for today's game. A big man who can shoot. It's exciting to watch him evolve.
Green, he's checked in for Golden State. Stephen Curry comes in for Sean Livingston. And New Orleans also making a change. Payton, he's checked in for Ejuan Moore. Now, here's Green. On the wing, Thompson. Cousins against Okafor. Cousins, the pass to Green. It's Curry outside. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Mirotic has got rebound number 5 here tonight. And with Mirotic, Greg, as you alluded, his year last year had a lot of ups and downs.
You know, he missed a good stretch of the season with that broken jaw from the fight he had with a teammate, and then the trade demands to get out of Chicago shortly after coming back. And despite all this, his defense and rebounding were dramatically improved and really a key contributor on offense.
Here's Payton following the basket by Stephen Curry. It's stolen by Green and stolen by Payton. And here they come. Nice spin off the left rim and in. And we're about 3 minutes into the 4th quarter. And so Curry will bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. Green kicks to Durant. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got his 4th assist in this one.
And when Durant is looking to score off the catch like that, there isn't a lot you can do as a defender.
Now here is Holiday. No one near Randall as he lets it go. No dice from the high post. Passes it to Curry. And here is Cousins. Jacks up a 3. Hits it from 3-point range. 20 points for Kevin Durant.
This is where Durant feasts. I mean, he can let it fly, and he has confidence.
Payton finds Okafor to the inside. Stolen by Thompson. And Curry with the clear path to the hoop. Moving it up. And there's Cousins. That's good on the assist by Curry. And that's now 19 points here for Cousins. Pass to Okafor. Now here's Payton. Over in the corner, Randall. Pass to Okafor. Shoots over Cousins. Puts the fadeaway right on the money.
Well-coordinated shot mechanics, especially for a guy with his length.
Well, come on, he's fluid from that medium range. He gets everything working together.
But they get it back.
Yeah, just nice hustle there. That work gets them the extra possession. Yeah, second chance points, again, a huge problem for this team.
Payton kicks to Holiday. To the middle. Here's Okafor. And then Okafor slams it in.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Now here's Thompson. Last year, the NBA moved the trade deadline to before the All-Star break, C-Web. Did you like that decision?
It caused teams to make trade decisions much sooner, and I like that. But I don't like the fact that maybe if, let's say, I'm a fan of Utah Jazz, and you trade the player that we love so much, and he's an all-star, and I can't root for him, as a Utah Jazz fan. So as a fan, it gets a little bit tricky because that's still my player, and I want to celebrate with this guy at the All-Star break, but maybe I can't. But I think that what it does is it makes the teams much more competitive because no longer can you sit back and wait and have the time you could before to think as much as you could. Now you have to make a decision on who your team is, the identity, and do you want to get better now or take the risk now? And I think it's put some teams on the hot seat, and I like seeing teams on the hot seat having to make decisions quickly.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Diallo, he's checked in for Randall. Darius Miller comes in for Mirotic, and it's Frazier in for Elfrid Payton.
Yeah, love the attitude he's playing with here in the second half, going strong to the hoop and getting to the free throw line.
Now here's Evans. Here's Cousins. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Cousins has got 25 points in the game.
Wow, what a sensational quarter from him. And as long as they have this lead, I'd keep going to him again and again and again and again.
Here's Holiday. Here's Diallo. Rebounded by Jerebko. Golden State's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. And there's the foul. It's on Tim Frazier. That is his first foul of the game.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
Damian Jones is checked in for Golden State. And a change for the Pelicans. Clark's checked in. Evans passes to Cook. Compared to when you were playing, C-Web, how have the baseline skill requirements for the 4s and the 5s, the power forwards and the centers, changed, do you think, the most?
The ability to stretch the floor. It's a lot more emphasis on the mobility, especially at the defensive end. And I don't think you can have a player who is a specialist anymore in the game. I've played with some great defenders. The Ben Wallace's, the Davis boys there in Indiana, but those positions are no longer valued or needed anymore. You can no longer be a defensive player that can't score on the other end. You have to be a player in the NBA now with the total skill set. That means mobility, shooting, dribble, passing. All of those things have to be encompassed, or there's a way to make sure to highlight you with a mismatch and take you out of the game.
Good documentation. I like that. Here's Evans after the made shot from Klay Thompson. They get a hand on it. Here's Diallo. Kicks it to Frazier. The pass to Diallo. New Orleans moving the ball around. 6 on the shot clock. It's stolen by Jerebko. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. On the wing, Thompson. Covered by Miller. With the fadeaway. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Thompson's got 11 in the second half. Here's Frazier. And no good that time. Good work defensively by Jones. Here is Cook. Evans outside. Jerebko dishes to Evans. And off target as he starts the game 0 for 1. Here's Okafor, and there's the feed to Miller. And Miller throws it down hard.
Nice understanding of where to go with the pass there.
And it's Cook with the ball for the Golden State Warriors. He kicks it to Thompson. And there's a whistle. That goes on Ian Clark. That's his first foul. Some incredible performance in recent years, C-Web. Are there any NBA records you think that will be broken soon?
Well, let's see. Maybe Curry will break his record again for threes in a season.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah,
he beat himself. He's 1 and 2 in that. Maybe he'll be 1, 2, and 3.
Right,
or
right.
he and Klay Thompson. Maybe Klay Thompson will be 1, 2, 3, right? You know how that goes. How about Wilt's most consecutive triple doubles at 9? That seems crazy. Curry's most threes in the game at 13. Shout out to Dennis Scott that was at 12, but sorry, D. Scott. Curry, he can shoot too. And how about the most points in the game by a team? 186. I would love to see that one broken. So
you'd love to play in that one.
I would love to play in that one. How many threes are going to be shot in that game?
Yeah.
But the great thing about it as a fan, I don't know which ones are going to be broken, but I'm watching because we want to see records get broken.
Before last season, the NBA voted to restructure the lottery odds. C-Webb, you think the changes will promote, better competition?
More even odds for the bottom 5 teams. That's the way that it should be. The bad teams should get the little bit of help that they're needed. And I do think that it promotes better competition. So I'm definitely happy with the way the NBA restructured the lottery odds.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Ian Clark. That'll be his second foul of the game. And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Davis is checked in for Diallo. Rando comes in for Miller. Mirotic is checked in for Solomon Hill. And it's Payton in for Ian Clark. Now here's Thompson. Pro basketball is one of the few sports where awards are league-wide, C-Webb, and not divided by conference. What if the NBA should consider giving out separate awards, for the East and the West?
Kev, I don't know about Eastern and Western Conference, but I do believe that there should be an offensive MVP. I do believe there should be a difference between MVP and maybe the best player in the league, because how do we define some of these things? So I do think we can tinker with some of the awards, but East and West, I'm not really sure with. I think it should always be about the best out of the total number of teams and conferences.
Good perspective.
And I bet you'll never see too many guys who can put forth an effort on the boards like this one.
Yeah, I agree. Anytime you crack the 20 mark in rebounds, it's a special night.
And the 6'4", 485-pound Payton certainly has a unique skill set. Also wants to keep improving as a leader.
Different look here for the Warriors. Bell is checked in for Cousins. Urebko comes in for Green. Andre Iguodala is checked in for Klay Thompson. And Cook subbed in for Steph Curry. And then for New Orleans, Chet Diallo, he's checked in for Davis. And it's Solomon Hill in for Mirotic. And both free throws good for Payton. 1:56 left in the fourth quarter. Cook kicks to Urebko. To stop the drought. And then Urebko with the dunk.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
Here's Diallo. The 3 from Hill. The shot will not fall.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Warriors.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget, and on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And now, for the year, this is going to take them to 7 wins.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for DeMarcus Cousins.
The energy he played with tonight was amazing, and it paid off the most on the glass, where he dominated the rebounding stats.
Both shots good from the stripe. For a long time, beat writers and media personnel have determined NBA awards. C-Webb is someone who's been up for some of these. Do you feel the voting system as structured now is fair?
I don't know how it can be fair if it doesn't have any players or coaches involved. I can't necessarily vote on the best doctors because I don't know what it entails, but I can definitely trust other doctors to give their comments on their peers. I think peer awareness is some of the most reliable that you can go for. But, I mean, we have some very knowledgeable writers, sports writers, and media personnel that know. But for the most part, you need help of the players and the coaches to make sure that the integrity is there.
They get it back.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
That's good from Yarebko. Darius Miller, he's checked in for Randall. That one is no good. And here's New Orleans now. They're on a 16-7 run. And there's the foul. It's on Quinn Cook. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. He's off on the first. He hits the second from the line. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
Here's Durant, cans the 12-footer. And the Warriors lead by 20.
And giving the fans what they came to see, a spirited performance.
Yeah, with a double-digit lead at this point, they can pretty much mark this one up in the win column.
Wow, he doesn't make plays like that very often. That's a nice move inside.
Cook looking it over. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Here with Kevin Durant. It seems like even with some adversity thrown your way, you guys find a way.
Well, we're moving the basketball. You know, we're just relying on each other. And, you know, we're just believing in each other, man. No matter what, we just stick together.
It was very obvious that that was the case. Thanks, KD. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. See you next time.